Jason Adam Robbins next. You have 3 minutes, sir.
I'd like to start by saying that I'd like to thank all of the concerned Torontonians who have shown their support or lack thereof for the measures that this committee has seemingly pushed forward and is obviously going to pursue. I'd truly like to say that it's extremely disturbing that this executive committee is making decisions that affect so many and have an expectation of sacrifice for so many when they themselves don't seem to have any effect in this way, shape, or form. I don't believe that any of you will suffer as a result of these cuts. I frankly believe that you don't understand what you're doing. Your elected officials, I don't think you understand the weight of your office, and it's clear by your choices that you don't. You've been very arbitrary with your choices up until now, and I don't really believe that that's going to change. And I ask you all this one question. Are you prepared to hinder and hang your entire political life on this KPMG report? Are you confident enough? Because I guarantee it to you, if you mishandle this situation, you will not be sitting here 4 years from now. What you have done, to your credit, what you have done is galvanized a giant machine of individuals who are fed up with watching their democracy be hijacked by foolish behavior. I truly hope you're ready to reap what is coming, because sitting in this room and in this building for the last, I can't even count, because frankly, I've been here with them all day. And I haven't been absent, Mayor. I have been here the day, just like many others. All of these people are standing up in front of you, asking you very kindly to think before you act. And I frankly believe, much like many of the people sitting in this building right now, that this is an exercise in futility. This is an ugly version of politics that us as Canadians and we as Torontonians are not used to seeing. I urge you, I in fact warn you, if you do not change your ways, you will not be sitting where you are today. I don't expect that you're going to have any questions for me, because I didn't sit here and put up any figures, and I didn't support a specific group, and I didn't do any of the things that the litany of experts that have sit in front of you have done. But I urge you, with this balance or lack of balance with KPMG, why wouldn't you not take the advantage of seeing these community leaders and sit down and see how the external factors of your decisions will destroy the social fabric of our city? Think of this when you're making these choices. I urge you.
Thank you. Any questions? Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. There's no questions. Thank you very much. Karen Buck.
Happy birthday, Caesar Palacio.
Hey, Caesar, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Karen, you have 3 minutes.
Right. Thank you very much, and good evening, everyone. I certainly agree with the majority of people here that the core services report before us here tonight is in fact nickel and diming everybody to death. And I think that all of the services here that are being talked about are the lifeblood of the City of Toronto. And I think that this particular report doesn't give any great opportunities for saving money. It guts the city if money is saved or it goes to the private sector in profit. But I'm actually here because there are savings, just as in the TTC light rail vehicle facility. The Board of Health Core Services actually talked about the dental services, Right now, we're spending, with the Ontario government, $12 million annually for dental care within the city. $6.25 million of that is solely funded by the City of Toronto. While this is a substantial amount of money, it does not currently meet the need nor the demand for dental services. I am recommending that this is a core service which needs to be maintained. The core service which the city does not need to maintain is the fluoridation of the city's drinking water. In 2006, the U.S. National Academies of Science put out a report that changed and the whole attitude towards fluoridation, and actually has caused everyone in the world to rethink and reconsider what fluoridation is actually doing. In the City of Toronto, it really is not looking after the dental health needs without supplying this extra service with dentists looking at things. If you look at this chart, you can see that worldwide, dental tooth decay has gone down everywhere in the world. You cannot tell which of the countries are fluoridated and which ones are not until you look at the key at the side. It's important that we don't put babies, those compromised by...
Thank you, Karen. That's your 3 minutes. Any questions? 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 Thank you very much. Tim Rourke. Tim Rourke. Is Tim here? Is Tim here?
Yeah.
Okay, Tim, you have 3 minutes starting now.
Nice brownies. Hello. I'm here to speak in this high. Oh, that was a nice brownie. Well, hello. I'm here to speak in favor of ending most community grants. This is not because I'm a raving redneck. I'm as left-wing as it gets. I'm a democratist. That is why I want the poverty pimps defunded. I want the money they waste and the programs they mismanage turned over to a community level of government. I don't think we will see that soon, but I do what I can to get the idea out there. Community grants and social agencies are not a good thing. They are grants to the social police. They allow creeps to set themselves up as the voice of tenants or the voice of the homeless, or to take over delivery of food relief on their own turf. Sometimes these social agency people do good work. Some of them are my friends, but the model is wrong. It is intended to keep people in dependency. Worse, it preempts real community, a community level of government. The rulers of us all despise the idea of the inferior classes learning to do things for themselves. That is why city government is forced to be as centralized as possible, even if it makes them much less effective at meeting needs. Therefore, if you really want to eliminate all the gravy in delivery of social services, you do not just cut. People actually need these services, sometimes even to stay alive. Removing them will create a huge social unrest. What you need to do is restructure how it is delivered. There are 144 neighborhoods in Toronto. Each should have its own city, its own council elected by all the residents of that neighborhood. These councils should have full control of social programs for their neighborhoods. That way, you get these services that are now domains of poverty pimps run by people actually accountable to the communities they serve. That is a very subversive idea, isn't it? Boo.
Any questions? Any questions? Seeing none, thank you very much, Tim.